Hello and welcome to the Principal's Message as part of our newsletter, our final one for Term 3 this year. My name is Steve Baskerville, I'm the head of campus and I've been filling in for Meredith Winter for a few weeks while she is on leave. What a term it has been. I think all of the students, the teachers, the whole school staff and the wider community will recognise that this has been a big term, and it's wonderful to get to the end of it, and it's wonderful to be able to celebrate some fantastic achievements across that we've achieved across this term. This term for me has been filled with a number of things we've seen before, but also some really important firsts. Over the last couple of days we've seen the conclusion of our Year 12 mock external exams, which represent a significant change in the way that our Year 12s do their final assessment. And I'm really pleased to be able to say that we've had fantastic engagement from our Year 12s in this process, and I know that they've got a lot to learn out of practicing those big external exams, and I'm sure that they'll be working really hard over the next couple of weeks across our what we call study vacation for our Year 12s and into the first 3 weeks of teaching next term. It's also been a term in which we've seen a number of things, as I said, that we've seen before. So we've had some fantastic continued success in the sporting area, some great school-based programs and regional programs that have been occurring as well. And today we have the opportunity to speak to a number of wonderful students and staff about some of these programs. First up today, I'm really excited to be able to talk to a number of students who represented the school at the Multicultural Advisory Council Youth Consultation Forum, which was a really important event that was held by some of our Queensland politicians who wanted to connect with some of our students. So I'm pleased to invite our school captains, Nikhila Gurusingha and Taylor Buse, and our school Indigenous captains, Casey Gardner and Rikisha PHINEASA, to talk about their involvement in this program. One of the most exciting things that's occurred this term has been our students' involvement in the Multicultural Advisory Council Youth Consultation Forum. And joining me to discuss this event to our school captains, Nikhila Gurusingha and Rikisha PHINEASA. So welcome, students. Could you tell me a little bit about what this event was and what you discussed on the day?
Well, it was a discussion, so we had a member of the advisory council with us, and they were able to ask these very big questions about society, and we were able to give our feedback as youth and as members of the school community, and we were able to discuss what multiculturalism means to us in the society, and the value that it has to us. And we were able to get some really good answers out of the group, and
and that was just to advise the member for multicultural affairs in the state, and I thought it was just an amazing opportunity where us as the community could come together and really say what we've seen and the things that we've experienced about this very important issue.
And I guess it's particularly important to have the voice of the young people of Queensland represented as well, and coming from a really wonderfully diverse school like Curwen State High School, you must have had lots of things that you were able to share with them.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other captains, they'll discuss it more, but we all had our experiences to share, and we were able to really discuss how multiculturalism plays a really important role in our own school, because again, how you mentioned, there are a lot of cultures, and we believe that brings a lot of value to our school, and brings a lot of diverse experiences that helps us to become better global citizens. And I think it was very meaningful that our voices are going to be heard, because the member will use our stories and our opinions and our answers to form his policy making. So that's very meaningful.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I hope you have a great holiday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And of course, we had two additional school representatives at this event, and I have with me right now Casey Gardner and Taylor Buse, two more of our captains. And guys, I guess, what was it that you took away from this really important event?
I think the overarching message that we got Australia isn't one culture, but it's the combination of many of them. And the quicker or sooner we can realise that and begin to embrace that is when we'll be the most successful as a nation.
Yeah, and like when those kind of injustices against each other occur, we have these facilities that we can turn to, such as the Multiculturalism Forum, where you can report these kinds of matters. Yeah. So they can give feedback and then put in things place so that we can combat these injustices. Yeah.
And I guess it must have been nice to come from a school environment that has done so many things around multiculturalism for many years now, and be able to share some of those examples. What were some of the things that happened at Coen State High School that you were able to share with the representatives?
The treaty that we made with the school.
Last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
I think they were very impressed about that. They hadn't heard about that before, which is pretty cool.
Fantastic, yeah.
The We Are Together movement
Yes,
as well.
yeah, the pledge.
And the pledge that, you know, the non-Indigenous kids said in the video, I think that was really powerful.
Yeah, I think certainly that was one of the proudest moments that we've had at Coen State High School. Wonderful. Thank you very much for your contribution to what was a really important event, and I wish you the very best for your holidays.
Thank you.
Earlier this term, our students had an opportunity to participate in a wonderful program called the ATSIP program. That's the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Aspiration Program. Now, the school's got a long history of engaging in this event, and we've done really well in the past, and I'm very happy to report that once again our students have actually won that competition. So well done to the team. And we have two of those students joining me right now. We have Chantel and Malakye, and they're going to talk a little bit, I guess, about what they did to participate in this program, competing against a number of other schools. So Chantel, what was your part of the ATSIP program this year?
I done a persuasive speech on whether Australia was a young country.
Okay, and what did you argue in your persuasive speech?
That there were others beforehand, like back to 60,000 years ago.
Okay, yeah. So our First Nations people have been here for a very long time, and Australia's okay. All right, wonderful. Okay, and have you participated in ATSIP before?
I have actually in primary school for 3 years. I competed in one and spectated the other two.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for continuing the tradition with Coen High. Now, Malakye, what was your part in the ATSIP competition?
I did the artwork.
You did the artwork,
Yeah.
Okay. And what type of artwork did you create?
We did all our totals in the one artwork.
Yeah, and what was your totem?
My totem was the snake.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
And so how did you create that artwork?
We used materials such as rocks, sand, bark, and a lot of other stuff.
Oh. So well done to both of you. That's a fantastic achievement, and you should both be very proud, and as should also PHINEASA and Jalen Rankin, who were the other two students who were in our junior team. So well done, congratulations.
Thank you.
And of course, we've had some wonderful sporting success this term as well. And one of the highlights of that was actually our under-14s Coen Netball Club, who competed in the Townsville Club competition and went through the season undefeated. And joining me to talk about that today, Kira Dow, who is the captain of the team, and Lily Bone as well. So congratulations to both of you. This is a wonderful achievement to go through an entire season undefeated. So tell me, how long have you both been playing netball for?
I played a little when I was younger, but I've started to get back into it for the past couple of years.
Yeah,
Yeah, same, and I've done competitive, like I've recently been doing competitively.
okay, excellent. And who are the coaches of this team?
Mr. Hall and Miss Martinez.
Okay, wonderful. And so the entire season, you didn't lose a game. There must have been some close games in there. Which was the toughest game you had?
At the start we had a bit of a rocky road, we were missing players, so we played with like 5 players, not a full team, but in the end we pulled it through and won.
Well, it can't have been that rocky because you won every game. And tell me, Lily, about the grand final.
Grand final was probably one of the hardest ones. We were versing the Marianne Vixens, Townsville Club, and we almost were back on the score in the third quarter, but we won it back in the fourth, scoring about 4 or 5 goals.
Oh, fantastic. Look, Coen's got a great history in netball over many years, and it's wonderful to see a Coen team doing so well once again. I'm sure you'd like to see more people playing netball for the school. Is that the case?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. So if you could encourage them, what would you say about netball at Coen High? What's it like to be part of the team?
Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it. It's fun. You get to meet new people.
Yep.
Have a laugh.
Yeah.
Yep. Wonderful. Well done to both of you. Well done to the rest of the team as well, because obviously it's a team performance. And congratulations on a really fantastic outcome. And of course, just yesterday, to finish such a busy term, we were also excited to see the Queensland final of the NRL Schoolboys Cup. And of course, no surprises, the Coen Bears were victorious And joining me to talk a little bit about that today are the captain, Clay George, and coach, Mr. Todd Wilson. Welcome both of you, and congratulations. That's a wonderful achievement. Back to back, this is 2 years in a row. Clay, you must be feeling really proud.
Yeah, very proud. All the boys stuck in since October last year, and done all the hard work over in Maggie Island and also here, and this is everything that we've been training for, and very proud to achieve that.
Yeah. And Todd, of course, this is not a season like any other. This has been very different. I guess at the start of the year, you probably didn't even know if this competition was going to go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. We got into our NQ trials. It didn't look like that was going to go ahead, and we got that in. Then there was a big break. So the work we'd done leading up to that sort of was null and void, and so we almost had to start again, and we didn't know if we were going to play. But we said we've played 8 weeks in a row now, and it's had its challenges. But at the same time, we've had some continuity, which is really good.
Yeah. And that continuity. I mean, Clay, you were part of the team last year that won the national title. How long have you been playing rugby league for?
Since grade 6.
Yeah, and you haven't always been at Kerwin High. What year level did you come across here?
Yeah, I came to Kerwin in grade 10.
Okay. As part of with the Cowboys House program. And you've had family who've come down here previously?
Yeah, I've got a few brothers and cousins Cowboys House that also come here.
And I guess this is an opportunity for you to sort of, is there anybody that you wanted to thank for their support?
Yeah, I'd love to thank all my family back home in small community, and they really got around me and my boys, and they knew my teammates' name from me from 1 to 18, and they just really got into it, and they loved every bit of it. Yeah, I'd like to thank them, the people at Cowboys House, for what they do and pushing me through, and also getting me through schoolwork, and of course my team. They believed in me, totally believed in me to captain this side and lead them to victory, and I'd just like to thank them for supporting me and pushing me through it.
I think one of the things that really stands out to me is not that you've won, but it's the way you've gone about it this year, the way that the team has carried themselves, both on the field and off the field, and I think you have a lot to be really proud of. The whole team does. It's something we celebrate in the school. And I guess the big question, there's no national final this year. Does this mean we retain a national championship?
I don't know if we're allowed to be called national champions because we didn't get to play that national final, but we said we're not giving that cup back in a hurry.
We've still got it.
So it'll stay here, but we are officially the Queensland champions, and we're really proud of that.
Oh, you should be, both of you. Congratulations, and congratulations to the whole team and all of the coaching and support staff, and of course all the families as well. It's a really wonderful achievement for Kerwin High. 2 years in a row. Thank you. Well-deserved holiday coming up.
Thanks.
Thanks. On top of all of these things, I'm really pleased to be able to report that Kerwin State High School was announced as the state winner for the Queensland Showcase Awards for excellence in global engagement. I know that Mrs. Winter had talked previously in these messages around the school's success as a regional winner and being announced as a state finalist, but earlier in this week we had a virtual ceremony in which Kerwin State High School was announced as the Queensland winner, and this is a wonderful recognition of, I guess, the importance that Kerwin State High School places on its priority of global citizenship and the work that it's undertaken in enacting its charters for global citizenship and equally its charter for reconciliation. So a massive congratulations to all of the students, all of the teaching and non-teaching staff, and the wider community and our partners who've been involved in that really important journey over a number of years, and that's wonderful recognition for the school to receive. And finally, I'd love to take the opportunity to wish everybody a really wonderful and relaxing and happy and safe school holidays. Of course, for our Year 12 students, we need to recognise that they've got an important study to undertake, and hence we're calling it a study vacation for them, and that's really important that they undertake that work. But for everybody, I hope that they get a wonderful break, and we look forward to returning you to see everybody in Term 4. Across this break, I would really like to encourage parents to sit down and spend a bit of time talking to their children about something really important, and that is around engaging with social media. Mrs. Winter recently sent a letter to all parents regarding social media. I guess this term we've been reminded about the wonderful opportunities that technology provides through online learning and how that supports students and supported us in Term 2 through the period of at-home learning. But we've also been reminded on a number of occasions about the dangers of social media, particularly when young people access it without realising what they're looking at. So I would really strongly encourage you to take the time. There are some great resources and points that Mrs. Winter identified in that letter to sit down and talk to our young people about this, so they can continue to engage with the virtual world, do it in a way that is rewarding, do it in a way that is respectful, but of course do it in a way that is safe as well. You will find a link to that letter just below this video message in the school newsletter, and I hope that provides some support to you as you discuss this really important topic with your children. But as I said, that's it for a really busy term 3. I'd like to thank all of the school, the teaching staff for their wonderful commitment, the non-teaching staff for their support as well as we move through. It has been a really busy term. Have a wonderful holidays to the whole school community, and we look forward to seeing you in term 4. Thank you.